Alright, hey everyone, Sean here, and today I am 1 whole week smoke-free. So, as you may have guessed, today I am talking about how I am quitting smoking, what is working for me, why I decided to quit smoking, all of the above. So, let's get started. So, some of you may be wondering why I decided to quit smoking. Some of you may be thinking, sure, yeah, of course, it's bad for you. It has terrible health consequences, now and in the future. Yeah. That's like my number 2 reason. Right now, my number 1 reason for quitting smoking is we have to go back into the past a little bit. 2 years ago, when Amy and I had first started dating, and we were talking about how we both want to have a family, we want to have kids, and she looked me in the eye that day and said, "When we have kids, you will not be smoking. I don't want smoking around our kids." And of course, I agreed. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Of course, I don't want any of my future babies to be dealing with me smoking around them, secondhand smoke. That's just terrible. And I don't really want to teach kids to do this, like if I could go back, I would never pick up that first cigarette. So, yeah, pretty much my number 1 reason is because Amy and I are at a point where we're ready and excited to start trying to have a baby. And I said I would quit smoking before that happened. So here I am, 1 week. Woo! So some of you may be wondering what I'm doing to quit smoking. Am I chewing gum? Am I wearing patches? What's my plan? What's working for me? Blah, blah, blah. So I can say that I've been completely nicotine free for a week, meaning I've not used gum, I've not taken a drag of somebody's cigarette, I'm not wearing patches, I'm doing this straight up cold turkey, and it is really hard. Very, 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 very hard. So to supplement my cold turkey method, there's a couple of things that I've been super intentional about in order to help myself, help my brain, help my psyche, whatever it is. And I'm going to go over a couple of those things. So the first thing that I did was I told Amy and I told some of my closest friends and family that, as of today, I am quitting smoking. This was a week ago, obviously. And I basically asked for all of their help and support and to check in on me and to ask how things are going and to just, be on board and respect the fact that I'm choosing to quit and stand by me while I do it. And that has been super awesome because my people have been doing just that. I've been getting text messages, Facebook messages, people commenting on things, checking in, and just asking how it's going, and it means a lot, and it is super helpful. So for the people who are doing that, keep doing it, because I'm not 100% good to go yet, so your help, I still need it. So keep that stuff coming. The second thing that I did right away was I Googled what type of quit smoking services and resources there were here in Minnesota, and I'm lucky because Minnesota has a super cool program called the Quit Plan, and if you Google that, Minnesota Quit Plan, it's the first thing that comes up. So what the Quit Plan is basically you can sign up for text messages, emails, there's tons of great resources and articles from people who have quit and what they've done, and just a lot of encouraging, inspirational kind of stuff, which is good for me sometimes, when I'm in that midst of a craving and my brain is just saying, smoke a cigarette, smoke all the cigarettes around you, find them, smoke them. It's good for me to go back and read some of the stuff in these articles and And even the text messages I get, this quit plan thing texts me a couple times every day, checking in, and it's interactive where it'll say, what's your craving level right now? Is it high, medium, low? And so then you can text back and it'll text you something right away saying, don't give up, blah, 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 blah. Super encouraging, helpful stuff, which works most of the time. And then other times I just have to like take deep breaths and I don't know. It's tough. So another thing that I did to help me with quitting smoking is I downloaded an app on my phone. The one that I got is called Smoke Free, and you can see it pictured here. And the cool thing about this app is it tracks things like how many hours that I've quit smoking for, which is cool to see that progress, you know. Another thing is it shows me how much money I'm saving by not smoking, which is a lot. The pack of cigarettes that I smoke is roughly about $8 a pack, and I was at about a pack a day, so that's $56 a month that I was giving away to buy cigarettes. So anyways, this app is super helpful. It has a diary thing where I can go in and talk about how my day has been, if I had crazy cravings, and how I'm doing, and it lets me kind of keep track of that, and it's super helpful. And I think there's like 1,000 different quit smoking apps out there, so I don't know. I just found this one and it works for me. So another thing that I've done to kind of help myself with this is I just Googled quit smoking, and I clicked on the picture option, and what do you know, all sorts of pictures come up, and they're positive and inspirational, and messages like these. A lot of you probably also saw I posted publicly on my Facebook and my Instagram account, just basically saying, hey, I'm quitting smoking, I need help, I want accountability, I want people checking in on me, and a lot of people have said to me that they would never want to do that, you know, because what if they slip up, what if they fail, what if they smoke a cigarette, what if they buy a pack of cigarettes? And I mean, I can only speak for myself, like having that out there and knowing that tons of people in my life know that I'm quitting, it just makes things super helpful. Like when I run into people, they're being respectful and they're not smoking cigarettes by me, or they're walking away and getting out of there and I don't even see it, you know, so, or they're just checking in and saying, hey, how's it going? Like, super awesome. So again, positive encouragement, like the positive self-talk that I've been working on, that's huge. That's probably the biggest thing that's been helping me so far. And so then lastly, what I've been doing to kind of fill in the habit of, you know, doing this, hand, mouth kind of stuff, is I've been carrying toothpicks with me everywhere I go. So instead of smoking a cigarette, I pop a toothpick in my mouth and I just chew on that, suck on it, gnaw on it, depending on how bad the cravings are. And that's really helped, like with that, I don't know, what do they call it? Oral fixation. So like I'm driving in the car, and before I quit smoking, I'd roll the window down a crack and I'd have my cigarette in this hand, leaning up against the, you know, door or whatever while I'm driving. And instead of a cigarette, now I just have a toothpick that I'm holding onto that I'll, you know, do this and whatever. I don't know. Seems to be helping. So yeah, as of today, Sunday at 5 p.m., it'll be exactly 1 week since I quit smoking. And I feel good right now. That's not always the case. Some days are very hard. If I'm having a beer, It's really hard if I'm around people who are smoking. It's really, really hard. But I just have to keep my goals in my head, like for when those times come up. Think about, like, I'm doing this for me, to be healthy, so I can be around for Amy and for our kids, and, you know, I don't know, that's it, you know, I want to be around, and I don't want to have a ton of health complications later, and I don't want to, you know, influence my own kids or anybody else to start smoking, because it's just a terrible habit to get into, and it's crazy to think that I had almost been smoking for 10 years. I was at about 9.5 years as of last Sunday when I quit. So, that's crazy, but I'm glad that I'm quitting now. And yeah, so, what do I need from you people? So what I need from you people is to keep checking in on me. Like, keep asking me how I'm doing, keep asking, you know, how I'm feeling, how are the cravings going, blah, 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 blah. Check in. It means a lot. It really, really does, and it helps me to know that people that I care about me, and care and want to see me succeed in this quitting. So, anyways, I would just encourage you, if you're a smoker, just start thinking about quitting. That's kind of what I did months ago. I was thinking about, I should quit. I really should do that sometime soon. Like, just thinking about it gets that life change, it gets that idea in your head. And I hope, the longer I go without smoking, the easier it's going to become, and the better I'm going to feel. So, if any of you out there are quitting right now, or if you're planning to quit, get in touch with me, because I seriously vow that it takes a village to do these hard life things. And so, get in on my village. I've got a couple of people who are quitting with me right now, and it's nice and funny to talk about how much we want to smoke cigarettes, but to stay strong together. It really does take a village and teamwork. Let's do this together, everybody. So, thanks again for tuning in. If you have any comments, questions, whatnot, ask me, post, get in touch. As always, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel and you'll get updates on when I post new videos, which I'm planning to post a lot more coming up, so stay tuned for those. And I hope everybody's having a wonderful Labor Day weekend.